Okay, so level 15 is the final level of A Pirate and His Crates, and it is by far the most complicated with the most methods to complete. So instead of going through each method, I'm going to be breaking this level up into two parts. The first part is what I'm going to be calling the upper area, and then the second part is the lower area. So there are two main methods in the upper area to collect the first chest. The first one is the intended method, and this involves pushing the crate into the fire, extinguishing it, and then going back to the right and hopping in the crate, and then going left to collect the chest, and then going right to enter the lower area. And the second method involves jumping into the right-hand crate first and moving left, and then doing a crate smash through fire to then get the first chest. And then because you are in the mini pirate state, after you do a crate smash through fire, you can enter the right-hand crate again from the side, and then you go on to get the rest of the chests. So one major tip with the crate smashing method that I'd like to give is that after you do the crate smash through fire, you want it to end up as far left as possible, and there are kind of three spots it ends up, which is where you want it to be all the way to the left, kind of in the middle, and then more towards the right. So in order to get the right-hand crate as far to the left as possible, you need to move the crate right and then move left to get the correct crate lineup. So there are two ways to do this. The method that I like to use, which is a tiny bit slower, involves pushing the crate with the pirate and then jumping into it. And you want to make sure that you push it the right amount so that just a tiny sliver is over the ledge. The other method, which is a little bit faster, is not pushing the crate at all, instead jumping right into it and then moving right while inside the crate, and then changing the direction mid-chug to get the correct crate lineup. So this is a tiny bit faster, but a lot harder to pull off. So what's interesting about these two methods is they basically take the same amount of time. Personally, I've found that the crate smashing method is much more reliable, and I even personally think it's a little bit faster, even though I haven't fully tested that. The reason I don't like the intended method is because when you enter into the right-hand crate and then collect the first chest, there's a very small gap for the turnaround, and if you do this wrong, you risk getting a bad crate lineup for the second part, and I find that the crate lineup is much more reliable when doing the crate smashing method. But really, this is only important when you're trying to save every frame possible and get super fast times. So if you find the intended method easier, I would suggest going for it if you're newer. But if you're really trying to push faster and faster times, or if you just find it easier, you can also go for the crate smashing method. Both of these are viable. Okay, so on to the lower area. The first method I'll be explaining is the intended route, I'm going to say. So when entering the lower area, no matter what method you use in the upper area, you will be in a crate moving to the right. So the first method involves going to the right towards the two chests, and then doing just a normal charge jump, and then collecting the top chest and then the bottom one, and then entering back into the crate, and then moving upstream and doing a crate boost. So this method is very slow compared to the next one I'll be talking about. So I would really only suggest going for this if you're super new and just trying to get runs on the board. But otherwise, I would suggest going for the next method. And that method is the double chest collection. So this one is actually really cool. It involves moving to the right towards the two chests and then doing a charge jump at the perfect time so that the pirate will go jumping towards the top chest and then it will collect the chest. But what's interesting is that if you are doing a charge jump and then the pirate hits a wall during the charge jump, the pirate will instantly enter back into the crate. So what this allows for on level 15 is the pirate to do a charge jump, collect the first chest, and then immediately enter back into the crate, which is right on the second chest. And in real time, it looks like both chests are collected at exactly the same time, and it's one of the flashiest glitches in the game. And then finally, you move left while in the crate and collect the final chest with a charge jump. And one more thing I would like to note is that when collecting the final chest using this method, you want to release the charge jump right before hitting the water. Because if you wait too long and the crate ends up on top of the water, it will cause you to spend time going upstream, which is a lot slower. So the final method, which is used in the TAS and has never been done by humans, actually involves collecting the chest in the very bottom left first, and then moving downstream, and then you do a crate boost at the perfect time so that all 11 frames are completed, so that when the pirate hits the ledge where the bottom chest is, the crate boost is finished, so when it hits it, it won't enter back into the crate. And then as soon as the pirate hits this ledge, the TAS sticks to the wall and then actually does a wall jump by using the mini pirate state from the crate boost. And then after this wall jump, it puts you in the perfect spot to jump again and collect the top chest. So obviously this has never been done by humans, and I don't really expect it ever will. So in my opinion, if you are trying to get an individual level world record or a really fast time, I would go for the crate smashing method in the upper area, and then the double chest collection in the bottom area. I hope you guys enjoyed this series, and if there are any new glitches or methods on levels that are ever found, I'll probably be adding new episodes, but until then, that is it